Hey there, fight fans. Today in this video, we will talk about the most mysterious situation around Khamzat Chimaev.
The guy's special. I've been in this game my whole life. I've never seen anything like him.
Khamzat Chimaev. He's from Chechnya.
You know who called him that?
Psychopath.
You know who called him that?
That's a wild dude.
Everybody, I come here for everybody, kill everybody.
Why is one of the biggest fighters of our time idle in the best years of his fighting life? Now, many fans began to suspect that the friendship with Kadyrov could be the very reason why Chimaev cannot enter the United States, especially given the current situation of the world. However, there has recently been new talk of a possible showdown with Kamaru Usman.
It's a fight that Usman wants. That's no secret. I love him. Usman is one of the best guys we've ever worked with. I love working with the guy. You know, look at all the things he's accomplished. I don't do catch weights.
But is there a chance to see this exciting fight? And what problems can a friendship with the president of the Chechen Republic, Ramzan Kadyrov, bring? Well, let's look into all of the details together. And if you liked the video, don't forget to support our channel with likes and subscribe. Now let's get started. Khamzat Chimaev, a 29-year-old mixed martial artist, is currently at the peak of his career. With a string of dominant victories in the UFC, he has set his sights on becoming a champion in not just one, not just two, but three different weight divisions.
I'm gonna be pound for pound #1. I'm gonna be champion. I have 8 fights, 8 finish. I destroyed everybody. I'm gonna do this next fight also.
However, despite his remarkable success, Chimaev hasn't stepped into the octagon since his impressive win against Kevin Holland in September of 2022. Now this raises a significant question. Why is one of the brightest stars in modern combat sports sitting on the sidelines during what should be the prime years of his fighting career? Now, as you might remember, since the beginning of 2023, rumors have circulated about a potential fight between Chimaev and top-ranked fighters, such as Colby Covington, Paulo Costa, Robert Whittaker, and even Kamaru Usman.
Usman wants to fight. I make his last fight, and he wants money. He knows what is the money, you know. Everyone knows the money. Now I'm gonna fight this guy, Abu Dhabi, and smash his face, finish him, and then they have to give me that title.
Chimaev himself expressed his willingness to take on renowned fighters like Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira, Bilal Muhammad, and any other opponent. However, all of these speculations have remained just that, speculations.
But Khamzat, if he can make 170, and that's the big question, but he probably can, he's done it before. One win and he could fight for the belt. 185, one good win, he could fight for the belt. I mean, who doesn't want to see Israel Adesanya versus Khamzat Chimaev?
As a result, many fans began to suspect whether Chimaev's close friendship with the president of the Chechen Republic could be the reason that he is facing difficulties entering the United States, given the current global situation. But Boers had visa difficulties from the very beginning of his career. If you remember, in 2020, Dana White had to personally knock out the opportunity for Khamzat to perform in the US. In January 2022, Chimaev's visa was canceled right at the airport. Only 2 months later, Boers still got a chance to perform in the States. Now, maybe a lot of people don't like it, but Chimaev and Kadyrov have developed a strong bond over the years. It's a fact that Kadyrov is known for his support of combat sports, and it was Kadyrov who helped Boers in his problem with the coronavirus, found good doctors, and helped morally. Since then, Chimaev has regularly visited Chechnya, even celebrating his wedding and conducting training sessions with Kadyrov's children. Notably, Kadyrov presented Chimaev with the keys to a Mercedes GLE 450. At UFC 280 in October 2022, tensions rose when Chimaev nearly got into a physical altercation with Khabib Nurmagomedov's cousin, Abubakar Nurmagomedov. It was Kadyrov who ultimately mediated the situation and reconciled the fighters. But fans have come up with another version. Even many believe that the problem was that there was no longer a good relationship between the president of the promotion and Chimaev, and therefore Dana does not give a fight to Khamzat. Now, allegedly, Dana White no longer sees prospects in Boers and relies on other fighters. And allegedly, Dana even hinted that Chimaev himself was to blame for the downtime due to some personal problems. But both were quick to deny any hostility, with Chimaev referring to White as his big brother. While Chimaev's future fights remain uncertain, there are some opportunities for him to compete in UFC events that are being held outside of the US, including Brazil, Australia, England, Canada, and more. In July of 2023, the promotion even planned to host a numbered event in the British Isles, making it unlikely that Chimaev would be unable to participate. But nevertheless, fans are left wondering why the highly anticipated bouts against top contenders have yet to materialize. Kamaru Usman have resumed. Speaking to the Swedish outlet Expressen, Khamzat Chimaev shared his thoughts on his next fight in the octagon, saying, "It could be Usman, 90%, but he's talking about 2 kilos. He doesn't want to gain 2 kilos or 4.5 pounds. Dana White talks about 82 kilos at 181, so we'll see. There was no other match, it's just him."
But that would be a great fight. Forget about Paulo Costa, right? Like Kamaru and Khamzat is bigger than Paulo Costa and Khamzat. I like that fight. Even for the division, yeah, that's a massive fight. I like that fight a lot.
UFC President Dana White has expressed his thoughts on a catchweight fight between Usman and Chimaev, saying, "If he wants to move up to 185 and fight him, we can talk about it. But trying to fight him at a catchweight, I'm not interested in." The enigmatic situation surrounding Khamzat Chimaev's hiatus from the octagon does continue to puzzle fans and analysts alike. While rumors and speculation swirl, only time will reveal the true reasons behind his absence. Despite the uncertainties, Chimaev's remarkable talent and ambition remain undeniable, leaving fight enthusiasts eagerly awaiting his return to the UFC stage. Will he fulfill his promise and become a multi-division champion? Or will unforeseen circumstances continue to delay his path to greatness? Only time will tell, and we will patiently wait and hope that this time everything will work out, and finally we will get to see one of the biggest fights in the history of the UFC.